And we are back right here on Park City Television. Today, I'm absolutely honored to be able to have the opportunity to speak virtually with author and artist Victoria Kann, all about her new installment, RUBYLICIOUS. She's written PINKALICIOUS, PURPLELICIOUS, and many, many more books, done many things with this really fun franchise. Victoria, thanks for joining us today. How are you? And Victoria, we're having a little bit of trouble hearing you, and we really want to be able to hear everything that you have to say. In fact, you look amazing. There you go. How are you?
I'm great. I am great. I am so happy to be here talking to you about my new book, RUBYLICIOUS.
And I'm looking forward to hearing so much more about RUBYLICIOUS. I know my daughters loved your books, PINKALICIOUS. My youngest daughter especially loved PURPLELICIOUS. So you've been a fixture in my home for many, many years. Love your books. So tell me all about RUBYLICIOUS.
Well, RUBYLICIOUS is my newest book. It's all about the color red. It has a new character named Ruby who comes and grants PINKALICIOUS and Peter only one wish, so they have to choose quite wisely. And every time PINKALICIOUS and Peter think of a wish, Ruby is very, very anxious. She's very, very fearful, and she's worried about their wish. And she shows them, well, this is what it would look like. It would be really great, but then it also wouldn't be so good. So PINKALICIOUS and Peter have to choose wisely. And in the end, they want to help Ruby, who's very fearful. They want to help her have courage, and they decide to share their wish with Ruby. And this book has a lot of teachable moments for parents and caregivers, because it really helps send the message of what is fear, how do you overcome fear, and also what is kindness, how can you be kind, and what does it mean to be kind. And you'll notice that when you are kind, it comes back to you in a very positive way. So all of the books that I've done have various messages to children. And it's very important for me to share this with the world in a fun and colorful way that kids really love and enjoy.
And your books are incredibly fun, colorful. In fact, you're the artist as well as the writer of all of these incredible stories. And you mentioned they do have many, many different meanings, teachable moments. You can read them over and over again and find something new with your children. When you look back to your first book, to PINKALICIOUS, when it all began, what was the inspiration for this?
Well, I was inspired by my daughter, who was 3 years old and really loved the color pink and loved cupcakes and was completely pink obsessed. So on April Fool's Day, which is my favorite day of the year, I sent an email to my friends and family saying that my daughter had turned pink from eating too many cupcakes and had pinkatitis. And one of my friends believed me and was going to come over and said, I'm not coming over because I'm really afraid my daughter might get pinkatitis too. And I called the pediatrician, and the pediatrician said he had never heard of it, but just to be safe, we're canceling the play date. And I thought it was very funny. And the next day when I told her it was an April Fool's Day joke, because that's my rule, I wait a day. She came over, she said, you've got to make that into a children's book. That would be a really funny children's book. So that was the inspiration.
And Victoria, we don't have a lot of time left, but I'm curious, why do you think that your books have captured the imagination of children all over the world so well?
All I can say is I am really, really humbled to have the opportunity to write and illustrate these books. I'm so grateful to all of you readers. What I try to do in my work is to empower children to be more creative and more imaginative. It's very difficult in this world today where kids are on screens 24/7. They have to be on screens for school. It's really, really tough. And in the world of Pinkville that I've created, there are no screens. Kids go out and play, they create, they invent, they're imaginative. And that's really my goal in life, is to empower kids to be as imaginative as possible. When they are imaginative, the world opens up. It doesn't matter if you're an artist or a scientist, you always have to be curious. And that's what being creative is.
Well, Victoria, I'm so excited that I got to meet you virtually. Once again, your books have been in my home for many, many years. I've loved sharing them with my family, with my children. Definitely have sparked the imagination of children's families all over the world. So excited about this new installment, RUBYLICIOUS. So be sure to make sure to pick up that book wherever books are sold. Also, Victoria has started many different things. She has musicals, also a show all about PINKALICIOUS. So you want to make sure you don't miss out. We really appreciate her taking time with us here on Park City Television this morning. We'll be back with more here on Mountain Connections right after this.